up? It's your girl, Miss Rena L. General.
Yours truly, Lomwe.
Yeah, this is Black Jeff.
Evo Timothy. Farmer Michael.
What it do, what it does.
What up, people? This was good.
You're listening to or tuned into
The 5 Rounds podcast.
5 rounds.
5 Rounds.
5 rounds.
So yeah, make sure you stick it right here because it's lit.
What's going on, people? Welcome to 5 Rounds. It's one tally. I've got Mr. Ovi2 Nice. What's going on?
What it does.
Yo, before we start this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification button.
It's for free.
Today we have a special guest, very special guest, man. I'm not even gonna tell you his name yet. I'll let him tell you his name, right? He is a Zimbabwean born. Don't lose me here. Zimbabwean born, half Zimbabwean, half Mozambican. London-based DJ, stroke promoter, entertainer, and Amapiano artist, right? This man shared the stage with Cassper Nyovest, Musa, Costa, Titch at places like Amafest. This is the man behind the smash hit, Ovi, what we call it? I don't know.
But I think I know.
I don't know, but I think I know. Angazi, maybe ngiyazi. I don't know, but I think I know. Angazi, maybe ngiyazi.
Come on, man. What's your name, Cuz? What's your name?
What it do?
Boom. Xavier inside the place, man. What's going on, guys? What's going on? We inside. You guys name, bro?
Huh?
Yeah, we good, man. We good. We chilling on
Yeah.
a very cold, dark night. But you know, it's all good, man.
Yo.
Bro. Let's not get into that.
Why is it a dark night?
Yo,
Oh, you just said in general, as in like it's dark, as in
bro,
like
it's cold, it's dark, it's Europe. Let's put it that way.
It feels spooky. Europe is spooky in general.
You know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
word.
Yo, man.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna like, yeah. Thank you, bro.
Welcome, dude. Welcome to 5 Rounds, man. We've been waiting for this for time.
Yeah,
Bro.
we got you.
Bro. First, I would like to sincerely apologize. Hey, but guys, you see, the thing is, if you live in England, you know that time is dangerous.
It's a different thing.
That's all I'm gonna say. Time is dangerous, and the amount of work that I've just been doing lately is a lot, so the times haven't really been matching. But first things first, I've got two questions.
Yes,
No, it's not 2 questions. Wait, I'm gonna fix one thing. I think you introduced, you said I was born in Zim. Respectfully, no, I wasn't.
What?
Respectfully.
Respect.
I know, like, respectfully. No, I wasn't born in Zim. I
Where
think
were you
I
born?
represent in South Africa, but I represent Zim a lot. You know, my
Dude, I even went and spoke to Nebele people, to
Yeah.
find out, Xavier, where was this guy born? They're like Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
We're trying to do our research. We're like, no, wait, we're focusing on
I think
have let me down.
no. Do you know what? I grew up in Zim. Respectfully, like I grew up in Zim. I went to school in Zim, but I wasn't born in Zim. So. But I do claim to be, a part of Zimbabwe because I grew up there.
Yeah. Nah.
I grew up there, so I'm for Zimbabwe. I'm everything Zim. But I just wanted to just
Yes, you just
fix and correct, just correct and fix it. But I need to know one thing: why is this podcast called 5 Rounds? I mean, what's going on here? Hey, this is where the danger is. 5 rounds, bro. 5.
My G.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds.
Okay, it's not the way you think. It's not what you think.
It's not the way I'm putting it in your head.
Damn.
It's like everybody says that, you know. The funny thing is, everybody says that.
Damn.
Ovi, you might want to tell him how we came up with the name.
What, you guys had a boxing match that lasted for a round?
Okay, no. No, that's what you do. That's what you're thinking. Okay, so this is what happened, right? You know, during COVID, right? During COVID, so all you guys, everybody couldn't meet nobody. The only time we had amongst we friends was PlayStation. You know, playing online, FIFA, non-stop, and chatting away. So we're chatting away and trolling and joking and all that. And one of the guys, he said, "Guys, do you know these things we're having conversations? Because that's the only time we could talk. So we could talk for the whole day because you couldn't meet anyone." And he said, "Guys, what if all this stuff we're talking about, if we had to turn this and make a podcast, all right? And then we're talking about all sorts of things, the way we're talking about these things, arguments and all that, and everybody has got their own points, okay?
Yeah.
And there were five people on the day playing the game. So they said, okay, what would we call this podcast, you know? He said, okay, we're going to call, if we call it because of five, we call it 5 rounds, so every person has got their own opinion. 5 people, 5 opinions. So we'll call it 5 rounds. And then, listen, that passed. Anyway, that passed. The people that were actually on the gaming day, some of them were not even in the podcast.
No.
Because that passed. And then, after that, then we're like, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Nah, we just stuck with it, man. We took the name. We started with 5 people, but we stuck with it. And what you find is you find a lot of people coming in and out of the podcast because of the links that we have with everyone, you know. It's literally everyone that was there at the time had a chance to speak about what they're interested in. So it was their round, you know. So, you get me? But I know what you're thinking.
I get it.
This is another thing.
You get me? That's a good question, though. That's the first time. That's the first time a guest has asked us a question like that.
That question, yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, because 5 rounds. Hey, what have I subscribed to here? No. Like, mom, tune into my podcast that I was on the other day. It's called 5 rounds.
Yo. Is it what?
Trust me, it's not that deep. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm messing, man.
It's not that deep. Nah, man. Listen, thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate you. Sacrificing your precious time to come and hang out with us, man. Honestly, we appreciate it.
It's been a long time coming. I'm happy to catch up with y'all, man.
Trust me. Before we get into the music side, right? Because we know that's your love. We know that's your love. Who is Xavier outside of music, man? Like, when the music stops, who are you?
Yeah. Hey, bro. Xavier outside music. Yo, I'm genuinely like an average guy, bro. I can't lie. I'm just an average guy who, like, everyone has a dream. But in order to fulfill that dream, I'm working towards my dream. So I still work, you know, and I do my part to ensure that I'm paying my taxes, and I'm providing, you know what I'm saying, just in case this guy's listening. So yeah, just ensuring that I'm doing the best I can as an individual to reach the levels I want to get to, you know. So yeah, I'm genuinely like just a vibe, man. But in person, I think I'm just like a quiet guy. I'm very chilled. Even I'm sure you guys now, I'm just like, no, man, this is a different guy that we know, you know, because I'm literally just like this at all times, just calm, chilled. I mind my business, and yeah, man, just look after my people, them, you know.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
So yeah, I'm genuinely just a boring guy, bro.
No, I actually don't think you are, because just want to say this, right? You know, like the first time I knew about Xavier, right, it was one boy, a boy of mine, a good friend of mine, like even when I tell him we had you all on the board, he's gonna be waiting to see this interview. He's from my country, from Malawi. He lives in Malawi.
Amazing.
He sent me a video. There's a video you were in, like a little canoe boat, like a dinky boat, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't know, but I think I know. You know? And he said, and he was posting that on his status in
WhatsApps.
Yeah. it's like I said, man, this guy is not alright. And then those other ones, you're in the car and you're like, how are you, my people?
Yeah, disturbing society.
Yeah,
no,
these videos that you do actually, because you spoke about it a little bit. Like a lot of people don't know that you're not just a DJ and artist promoter. You also do skits. Where do you do these skits?
Yeah. So it's interesting because before, backstory. So before DJing, I was just this person random minding my business, and then I started falling for the art of DJing because I used to go to house parties and I was quite intrigued at that stuff. So I started DJing at like 14, 15, at that age. When you're still young, you're curious and you just want to be part of everything. So I started learning how to DJ. I DJed for a bit. Then I started DJing in clubs and all these different places. I was getting bookings here and there. So I was doing a lot of that. And then it came to a point where I went to university and I started making this is when social media started going to like what we're doing now, videos and all that stuff, So social media took that route because at that point videos were not really a thing. If you remember, like back in the day, social media was just pictures, likes,
that's like
status,
shares,
updates. You know what I'm saying?
I'll poke you too.
Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like
videos were. We're in for it today.
Forget about it.
You get it. You get it. So yeah, bro. So like that was what was going on with that, and as that grew, I then also became curious about these social media platforms. There was one in particular called Keep, which was one of the first video platforms at the time.
Yeah.
And when that came through, started making videos. It was crazy. A lot of people on that. A lot of people were responsive to it. I thought, okay, this is dope. And then dramatically, Instagram came and like, okay, you see what you're doing. This is dope. We're gonna start doing it too. Kick just took a dip. Not that I lost all my followers, but everyone just kind of left Keep. It's crazy for someone to just like this app for an app to start and for it to just vanish. Things like Clubhouse when we had during lockdown and all that stuff. It was there.
And it went.
Gone with the wind, bro.
Twitter.
So yeah, so then Instagram started making more videos there. And then bro, with the skits, I was just bringing out my personality in regards to just expressing who I was. And just not giving a shit, bro. Like, when you're young, like young, wild and free, bro. Like I was at uni, living my best life. No one could tell me anything, bro. And I was just doing my thing. And I was just being expressive. I was just expressing, showing off my personality. And these were things at the time not a lot of people were doing. You see now a lot of people, can just pick up a phone and start. But we've been there, done that years ago, So after that, just decided that actually my real passion in everything, as much as I love acting, I've wanted from young, I wanted to be a musician because I've just been curious about how musicians live their life and just the music life. It's always been exciting for me, and just the element of having a product of music is always something that I wanted to leave in terms of these days like now where we can be here on earth and not be here tomorrow, but our music lives on, So for me, that's always been something that I've wanted all my life, to just leave something on earth for people to just always enjoy. They may not understand it now, but I think in years to come, it'll be understood a lot more. So yeah, man, that's.
I think so far it's so good because you've reached out to people like when I say when someone from Malawi, man, we're not talking about Europe.
Yeah.
They understand if he was here in Europe And he,
Mm.
like this guy, I mean, he knows every shit that you pull out. Like, he's like, I know this guy is not right. The sun is kissing me and things like that. Oh, the sun is just kissing me.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Social media is a powerful tool, man. It just connects us with all different people in different parts of the world, and it's just amazing how we are part of this. We're part of this movement. You know, social media was new to all of us when it first came. And I think it's fair to say we've adjusted well. We're still learning. More apps are coming. We're still adapting. And most importantly, we're still curious, you know. And I think the problem comes when we stop being curious and stop trying out new things. But I think for now, we're doing proper well, man. We're in a good space.
Definitely.
And people are expressing themselves more as well, most importantly. Because think about it, back in the day, the only entertainment we had was TV and radio. And then obviously the computers. Now, please don't talk to me.
I'm on my phone.
Or
I don't need to wait for the series, you know?
Yeah, I don't need you to entertain me. I can entertain myself. I'll make videos of myself. Like, social media changed the game, man. It changed everything. And we're still adapting, you know. Now we're dealing with the algorithms of how things are being done. And yeah, it's a lesson. It's, you know, we're adjusting to the new times. You know, the kids are getting wiser from a young age, and as adults, we're having to adjust earlier. I mean, yeah, we're having to adjust with them and keep up with them.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah,
no, that's good, man. Listen, you see, you sound like you're very comfortable in the video sense, the social media part, the taking videos, the entertaining people, right?
Yeah.
I know you said you've got an attraction to the music, but why did you switch? Because it sounds like you were comfortable already. You know, like, I know you want to leave a legacy in the music side, but is that enough to switch from what you're doing in the video?
No, I didn't. I didn't switch. I'll always be me, first and foremost. But it's very important for people in life to fulfill their dreams. If you want tomorrow to wake up and be a boxer, go and be a boxer. You need to focus on what you want to do and achieve it. Because the last thing you want in life is to live a life of regret. And the thing for me with music, the reason why I took the step for focusing on music is the time frame. In acting, in skits, in videos, I'm me. I'm never going to change me unless I die.
Touch wood,
my
not
greatness.
Not now.
Amen. Like, unless I die, my greatness will never die. You feel me? Even if I did die, my legacy will live on. So what I'm basically, so for me it's like, but music has a time frame. Respectfully, I cannot pursue music in my 40s or 50s. I know Adam Sandler's doing it now. Actually, he's doing live shows and all these different things.
What genre is he doing?
Probably, I think it's rock. I haven't even listened, but like, he's Adam Sandler, you know. So for me,
he'll pull out anything out of the bag.
Yeah. So for me, it's like he's started acting, and I guess at a young age, but he always had a dream. So this is now him fulfilling his dream. I guess for me, I could have just stuck and focused on you know, making funny videos and stuff, but that's not my purpose. I mean, it might be my purpose, but it's not all I can offer to the world. I'm incredibly gifted to just limit myself to one thing, and bro, I'm gonna spread my wings and fly. I'm in the UK. I've got whatever opportunities I want to make for myself. If I want to be if tomorrow I want to wake up and be a strip, I'm stripping, dog.
Show me the man, I'll do it.
Like, bro, you can do whatever you want. So for me, music is a passion that I've always wanted to do. I grew up on music, specifically music from home. So those people I looked up to were my idols. You know, it's like growing up and you're listening to, the 50 Cents, all these people, the Drakes, bro, you can aspire to be whoever you want to be. Same way I want people to also grow up and aspire to be someone like me, because the aim of life is for you to fulfill your purpose and live out your mission. I think we complicate life by making money the priority, but money is not really the priority in life. Yeah, it makes money minimizes the hustle, but doesn't take away your problems. But if you live a purposeful life, you will fulfill God's assignment on your life. And that's really why we're here. We're here on earth to fulfill God's assignment, but it takes a while for you to find out what your assignment is. But how are you going to find out what your assignment is if you're not finding out what your assignment is? So if I stick to comedy and limit myself to this whole world here, how do I know comedy is my assignment when, I can try something else and try something? If it doesn't work, guess what? I've got my foundation of being a comedian, actor, and whatever. I'll come back to plan A. Because one thing about life, your steps, have already been ordered, but you determine your stride. So if I want to do all these things that I want to do, but God's already said that I'm going to be a Hollywood star, how I get to being a Hollywood star doesn't really matter because it's part of my journey and the making of the person that I need to be when God is ready to hold me up.
Okay. So
sorry guys, I come in too deep sometimes.
That's fine.
No,
because
that's the reason. That's the reason we have you.
It's the 5 rounds.
It's the 5 rounds.
It's the 5 rounds.
It's the 5 rounds. Listen. This is what we want. This is exactly what we want, Xavier.
We have you here because we want to get everything we can get from you.
Yeah. No. We need you to express yourself in a different way. Because music doesn't really allow you. I remember Rick Ross released a song. He said 16, and he said when 16 is not enough. You know what I mean? So he said, "Look, I only have 16 bars to tell you about what I'm going through." You know what I mean? In this case, you don't have 16 bars. You got a lot of time, bro. So express yourself. I actually there was something that I just thought about that I should ask you. It's very important because you're a well-traveled African. You have, you, like you said, you were born in South Africa. You've got Zimbabwean roots. You've also got Mozambican roots, and now you're living in London, right?
Yeah, crazy.
You have probably learned a lot of things in these places, right? What values do you take with you as a person now that make you identify as yourself? Because, in life, you live that way as a person. Like you have some sort of identity, right? What values do you carry?
For me, bro, first and foremost, it has to be family, innit? I don't think we're perfect when it all comes to family love. We all have things that we feel. We have things that we hold on to, grudges, all different things. We're only human, but the values that I hold on to is family first. As much as I think how you express that is not the priority, but I think having it in your heart to know that you're doing something for the greater cause of your family is like the most important thing that you can kind of hold with you. So for me, like, what values do I carry is just like family, bro. I'm not even gonna add anything else. It's family.
Family over everything.
That's my drive.
Family over
sometimes we get lost with friends and all these different things, but I think like when it comes to it, when it's all said and done, when you, bro, are by yourself, and you, my brother, are by yourself in your room, and you've got no one to turn to. Guess who's gonna be there for you? Your family. It's like as simple things. Like, and I've tried a few experiments about people and what people perceive of you, and just general understanding and the calculation, yeah, about life for me is like what I've just said. Is like when it's all said and done, all you're gonna have left is your family. I was away from the UK approximately for, I think I was away for like almost like 9 months. But then in that 9 month period, I can count. I'm not talking about people checking up on me on social media and people seeing me on social media thinking that I'm okay. But I can count on one hand. I'm talking 9 months. I can count on one hand. Even one hand is even too much. I can count on a few fingers the amount of people that checked up on me while I was away. Even though I may do things and make things seem like one is living an okay life or whatever, but it's still important for people to still engage and be able to say, yo, how you doing, man? How's things going on your side? I hope you're okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Have a good day. Conversation doesn't even have to last 3 minutes. It's the thought that counts. But I think we're so in our own
zone, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that we, so that for me basically gave me the intel to understand that, oh snap, I'm actually not relevant, not that relevant. I'm not relevant, sorry, but I'm actually not important to the people that I thought I was important to. Because there's no way I cannot be in your space for such a long period and you not call me to say, yo,
well gone.
So for me, that just showed me that, damn, you're really in this world alone. And when it's all said and done, but you're consistently talking to family. You got your mom messaging you, how you feeling today? You got your sister saying, yo, what's up? Your dad's like, yo, what's good? Your brothers, yo, even though they're asking for something, but they're still thinking of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like those things we take for granted, but it's like, actually, do you know what? All the other things are making important. The friend that I'm putting at the highest level is actually irrelevant to me because
they just know you for that.
Yeah, you're just someone that's just like, you're just another somebody. So I think it's very important for us to understand the purpose of family. And with a lot of weddings I do, because I MC weddings as well.
Okay.
So it's a lot of time we connect love. And it's amazing how family.
He does it too.
He does it too. Yeah? Oh, I thought he's like, I'm married. Yeah, bro. It's amazing when you like connect love and you bring people together and you basically enjoy and embrace the happiness of someone's day with their family and friends, of course. But primarily family. A wedding wouldn't be a wedding if it was just your friends.
Yeah, true.
You gotta have family.
Crazy. You need someone crazy.
It'd be a party, really.
Yeah, I know. I do too, and I think I've actually been. I know it's your show. This is your game. I've been nominated for the best MC of the year for this year at the gala in Ireland.
Come on,
amazing, bro! Blessings on blessings.
Hopefully, I'll bring that home.
Come on, man. Y'all, make sure you vote for the boy. You know what time it is. Vote for the boy. Make sure he brings it home.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what? Before you go on, can I add this? I have to take this one out.
Yeah.
Xavier, what's your government name? Please.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, nah, that was.
Oh my God! Let's just keep that down the head.
Yeah, man. No, so my name is Gerald. So my name is Gerald Xavier Ducuto. So Xavier is actually like a middle name, and Ducuto is my surname. So yeah, that's my government. In Portuguese, it's Geraldo. Which should have been too exotic, and I would have just killed everyone off.
Why
but
not, man?
you
Why
know,
not, bro? You're in London, bro.
no,
I use
yeah,
Gerardo. I use Gerardo. Listen, if you're in Leicester
Geraldo.
Square and you're like, I'm Gerardo, bro, imagine the amount of turn you're going to get for
Imagine,
Gerardo.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, that's true. It's true. No, it's a different. It's an interesting name. But I don't know. I don't know how that happened. I think on my birth certificate they missed out the O because it's just Gerald on my birth certificate. So maybe
No,
the O is missing somewhere.
I had to throw that in because I was like, okay, I need to know this guy's.
I don't know, but I think
I think I know. I'm not stressed, bro.
By the way, guys, when you're watching, make sure you like, subscribe, of course, and of course put the notification button. And I want to say, guys, on the bios you're gonna have the links to the music of this guy.
Music, man.
Yeah, guys, if you love that Amapiano, this stuff, his stuff is up there. Like I remember there was another video I was looking for it, I can't find it. The one in Poland.
Oh, lit.
What's the title of that one?
What is he doing in Poland, man?
He has a music video. I watched it when it was dropped in Poland. What's the title?
Choice.
It's your choice. I've been looking for that. I've been looking for that song because I seen it when he dropped it. You dropped it in Poland, and I want to tell you, I don't know if you've seen this. There's these Polish girls, right, and they are deep on twerking on the music video. Twerking. I swear to God.
She was doing 5 rounds, my nigga.
But I want to tell you, it's your choice. Yes, it's your choice.
I get to choose my skatella. Get to choose my skatella. Get to choose my skatella. Ah, it's your choice. It's your choice. It's your choice. It's your choice. I get to choose my skatella. Get to choose my skatella. Get to choose my skatella. Ah, it's your choice. It's your choice.
Hold on.
So what happened was I had a show in Poland. There was a show. Shout out to Zim Link Up. They're doing really well, bringing all these Southern African artists to there. So what's happening in Poland at the moment? I'm not sure a lot of people are aware, but there's a big Southern African market there. So a lot of people from Zim, SA, etc., have gone to Poland for school. So there's a lot of students there. So it's like Poland, Germany, all these different places. So for me, being out in that space for me was amazing because I got to learn something. I didn't know Poland had so many people out there. And actually, my brother's now in Poland as well. He's studying there as well. So I went to Poland. And for me, my thing is I always want to have a memory about what I've just done. So like every place I go. When I went to Canada, I shot a video. When I'm in SA, I shoot a video. When I'm in wherever, I'm shooting a video in that country because for me, it's very important for me to one day look back at the process it took me to get to exactly where I want to be. So I just always wanted to like have it as a reference. Unfortunately, not every video goes as you plan it because these things cost money, and the budget's not always the greatest because you're trying to invest in the dream and you're trying to also earn some money for yourself. So it's not an easy thing to do. But my aim is it's not about the quality, but it's about it is about the quality, sorry, but it's not about for me it's just about like having it's about for me to always know it's for me to always remember my journey because there's a lot of things that I've done that I don't even remember 5 years ago, but had I captured them, I would know that, okay, well, yeah, by the way, I went to Poland there in this year. this is what I remember from this experience. There's a lot of things that happen in my
For the
world.
things that you don't remember, are all of them legal? Like,
I don't think you have to answer
No, man. I'm a good boy, bro. Everything's legal. Man. Everything. You know me, I'm 100. I do everything by the book. Everything's by the book, bro.
Good man, man.
Everything. Is it legal?
I actually just skimmed through the video. Yo, bruh.
Which one?
While he was talking about it, my guy.
She was twerking.
Flexibility was real. And
she was twerking. And for me with that as well, because I think I met the lady, Ale. Forgive me, I forgot like how to pronounce her name. I'd met her, so I was there literally a couple days. Poland, got there, did the show. Next day I was supposed to leave. I was like, actually, nah, let me not leave today. I'll leave tomorrow. Let me shoot a video.
Extend.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, so I thought to myself, I don't have a video for this song. This girl, imagine having an Amapiano song with a white girl twerking.
White girl.
Yeah, people are gonna be like, "Whoa!"
It's gonna go mad.
That's bizarre, you know. So I thought to myself, yeah.
Even the song is a banger, though.
That's the first thing when I see that video, right? You put it on your page.
Whoever did the log drum, sick.
When you put a snap on your Instagram and you said, "Okay, this will become dropping tomorrow." I was like, "Okay, click on that. Let's see that."
I need to see.
There was only a bit of a skip, and the only skip you did was you were DJing, right? And there was like about 7 people behind you, and there was 2-3 white girls. And you were doing that, you know that thing. The song was Musa, Musa, and I was like, "This is gonna be cool." Because you could them white girls do that. You know what I mean?
Bro. And this is before Amapiano was really, you know,
it was really on fire like
so it was, you know, sometimes you just have an insight for certain things. But what I'm learning at the moment is that, we're transitioning. And I'm not going to go into deep theories. But now we're getting there. We're getting there. I think as long as we're doing things, that's all that matters. And for me, it's always about just remembering the moment and just trying to capture the moment as much as I can. The day I have like my own personal video guy, oh man, it's over for everyone because I think I'm just a creative genius.
Make sure you shout me as well when you get that personal video guy, yeah? Because, you know, I'm also interested.
I need that.
He's an artist too. He's an artist.
You make music?
I make music, but it ain't about me. It's about Xavier. Listen, if the day
now we shall find out, man. We shall find out the stuff. 100%.
No, honestly, man. Before we continue, all my Amapiano guys, man, make sure you subscribe to 5 Rounds, man. Come on now. And make sure you punch that like for Xavier. Come on now. Punch that like.
Subscribe.
And of course, guys, tell them, guys, there'll be links of his music so you can listen to these Amapiano tunes, guys.
Listen.
I think I know you doing it like Amapiano is Amapiano. He Amapiano from South Africa, like, you know what I mean? But you're in London and still making the same vibe. Like, I don't think I'd be personally 100%, not only because you're here on our show, but I don't think I've heard a couple of people who are actually doing the Amapiano right way. Like, you were doing it like you're in Africa. Like, no, I mean, like you're in Africa, like it's Kabza de Smalls who's actually mixing your tune. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but I think that's the lesson I had to learn from early, you know. It was just a decision that I made that no, actually, you know, when something's not authentic, you always hear it for, you will always discriminate it for it not being authentic. So if we make it authentic, what else are you going to question?
True. There's nothing
You know, so yeah, so I mean, in terms of quality and feel, it has to feel like home. I can't try and make an Amapiano. I mean, we've got ideas of how to add our own influences to the sound that we're capturing, but I think the core foundation of the song always has to root from home. So what I do most of the time, I don't even record a lot. Excuse me, I don't even record a lot of music in London. When I want to make music, I go to SA and I record there, and I connect with other artists there and be on their creative wavelength because they are right where the sound is.
That's it.
So for me, yeah. So for me, take some time out and I go there, and that's all it is, man. It's a bit of investment, but for me, it's like I wish I could kind of explain that to a lot of people that it's not going to be easy here. That artificial stuff that you're making will be good for the day you release and the couple days that you push it, but it's got no substance. So and people have tried to make the sound, but because you're not connected, you're not connected to
the roots,
the sound, to the roots. It's never gonna sound great. It's gonna sound okay, but for an authentic Amapiano listener, it's a quickly skip button. So I had to learn that immediately because as much as you can make, like, even the first Amapiano song, I don't know, was a beat I received while I was here in the UK 6 months prior to actually recording it. I received the beat and I said to the producer, nah, you know what, I'm not even gonna bother trying to make this here. I've got a concept and I'm gonna come there and make it there. And it was like, all right, cool. And then 6 months, a few months later, that's when I went to SA and I made the first time. And I was like, okay, this is dope. Because just the energy of you being there, it's a different thing, man. The level of
went to 59K.
Yeah, it should have been more.
It should be. Will be.
It should.
But still, man, 59K is not a joke, to be honest.
Nah, for
it
should be more than that. More than that.
Yeah, I feel like for me anyway, that's why. Because another thing to go back to that question you asked earlier, why the switch from acting to why the switch from the skits to music is because in life and the reasons we work out in gym is because we want to challenge, bro. If something's too easy, then what's the point of doing it? Why stay in your comfort zone when you can be outside your comfort zone and still be on top of what you're trying to achieve?
True.
So for me, that was one of the things as well, just really being hands-on and okay, this music thing's not working. Okay, my marketing's not great. Okay, each time I release something, I'm learning something new. Okay, cool. So in order for this to hit that needs to get like that. And then once it gets like that, then it gets like that. There's a whole pattern
to it.
Excuse me. So for me, it's like there's a whole system that you need to follow in order for you to reach where you need to go. So the closer I get to the end of the tunnel, I'm not just gonna stop in the middle of the tunnel and be like, I'm tired of this thing. Bro, I'm not that's one thing about me. I don't quit, I don't give up. And if it's not working, we're gonna do it until it works. If this TV is not coming on, we're gonna find out why it's not coming on and we're gonna fix it and make it come on.
That's it.
It may not change channels, but it will come on. You know what I'm saying? It'll turn on. So for me, it's like with the music thing, I know, I'm going through my my understanding of the industry and how things work, and there's and the people you're competing with, people who are big, people who have got millions of followers. But that doesn't faze me because those people were exactly where I was at some point. So it doesn't make them superhuman, doesn't make them any special. So for me, it's like, yeah, bro, when you're doing something, you have to know why you're doing it and you have to see through. And the biggest problem with people is that we start things and don't finish them.
That's true. That's true.
No matter what life throws at you, you just have to just persevere, bro.
That is true, man. Listen, you released an album actually recently called
EP KUMNANDI.
KUNAMNDI. Hey,
Yeah,
Volume 1. What does that mean? What does KUMNANDI mean?
KUMNANDI means it's lit here.
Yo, fam, it's lit here. So what is?
What language is that?
That's in Ndebele. Ndebele is Zulu.
Yeah.
KUMNANDI, it's like big KUMNANDI, it's nice here. It's
big up my Zimbabwe masses, man. For why?
Dope here.
For why? For who?
For the why?
For who?
For why?
For
why? For the why? That's
Yeah.
a song, man. I listened to that, so that's a very good song.
Thank you, man.
What's the story behind this project? Is lit here? Why did you decide? Okay, this is what the album's going to be called, or the title, the EP is going to be called, and this is what I'm going to compile.
Yeah, so for me, musically, I've always had my ideas of things. So I know the name of my EP, I know the name of my album whenever I release it. So I just have this thing. Because remember, I've seen a lot of my favorite artists deliver projects upon projects. And when you're seeing your favorite artists deliver all that stuff, you also put yourself in that position. Xavier, what would Xavier drop? What does Xavier say the most? What do people know Xavier for? The vibe, wherever Xavier is, it's lit, it's a vibe, it's nice, it's good vibes, So yeah, I want my legacy of KUMNANDI, and it's a unique name. It's not a name that everyone's ever used. And yeah, KUMNANDI. So for me, it's something that I just felt it was significant for me to have EPs and mini projects or compilation of music with that title, because it's something that I've always said over the years. And I've just kind of first, I thought, okay, this is dope, but now I believe in it. So I thought, okay, because I've got like over 100 songs, I thought this is dope for me to deliver this as the first project, and let the legacy begin. Then Volume 2 will come, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5.
Keep it going.
Keep it going. On. Yeah. But this is just like an introduction. English.
So, okay. Yeah. You mentioned that, look, the EPs you drop are based on how you were a fan of other people's music, and then you thought, okay, how would I do it? Question is, right, what's your favorite song on the album? And what do you think is your fans' favorite song on the album as well?
It just has to be For the Why, man. For the Why is like, yeah, that's why I like even that song when I made it in the studio. When we made it in the studio that day, I still remember that day like it was yesterday. But we made that song last year, December. Only dropped it now. I forgot when that project dropped. I think that my project dropped. I forgot when the project dropped.
You dropped it in September 2022. 30th September 2022.
Sorry.
We know.
Don't worry.
We got you. We got you. That's why we had you here.
KUMNANDI streaming on all platforms. Yeah, 30th September.
Get that.
Get that.
Man. Get that. Get that. Yeah.
Come on.
So
it's about the internet. That's it. Don't be greedy.
Yes. Don't be greedy. Stop watching funny things.
Stop watching funny things.
Funny things. Yeah. So no. With that. Sorry. What did you say again? I lost my thought.
Okay. So basically, what was?
Oh yeah. What's the favorite song?
Yeah. And the favorite as well.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely For the Why, because making For the Why was just such a lit experience, man. Everyone knew when we made that song that hey, here we've got a firework. I think we even shot the video straight like a couple days after making the song. That's why even in the video I don't even know my lyrics. Cause it was like damn, like I don't even know what I'm.
It's like a bit of Lil Wayne when Lil Wayne is told that this is you. It's like what? Like,
no way. I did that. Because it's like when we made it, we were in camp, so we're just making songs every day, waking up, eating, sleeping, swimming, record, eat, sleep, eat, record, just having fun and just being free, man. I had no worries. That's why I love to go and produce an essay as well, because you've got no issues. So shout out to Teddy, man. That period was grinding crazy. Because Teddy's is a dope producer. He lives in SA. Teddy would go to work, and remember, Tina, like we were living the artist lifestyle, waking up, doing nothing, chilling, just eating, drinking, just vibing, bro, just entertaining ourselves, swimming, just literally doing nothing, bro, just good vibes. Teddy would wake up, he'll go to work, come back, produce, sleep 3 hours, go back to work, come back, produce, sleep another few hours, go to work, come back. You know what I'm saying? But he was so he was so driven with what we were trying to do. That's the sacrifice he was making. So when he came, when he cooked up for the Y, and already because that period we were also making vibes with my other bro as well, and he kept saying for the Y, and I was like, for the Y, what's for the Y, bro? You know what I'm saying? For the Y is, I don't know what it was, but it was just something that was like it was so and I know my music because it's all catchphrases. It just made sense for me to just be like, yo, this is dope, bro. Let's really like play on this and make this a song. And yeah, bro, the rest is history. But there's another song there that's actually dope because all the songs there are dope. That's why I selected those 6. It was hard choosing those 6, but those 6 are even like the songs that I just wanted to get out the way. But there's another song there, 3 a.m. is dope. KUNAMNDI featuring my host dope, produced by Tony. Like amazing songs. And then there's one artist as well that people need to really like look out for, because I wanted to add like a Shona flair to it as well. Just
Okay, yeah, just to keep it all.
Yeah. And you never really have Shona collaborating with someone that speaks Spitori or Sotho or Ndebele. So it was nice to just have that nice collaboration of all these different things in one. And that's what that song is. It's called Dirty Disco. So I made that song specifically like for Harare and my diaspora.
For sure,
Big
Harare. Big up Harare. After side.
Because I don't know any sort of person that listens to that song and does not like it. If you like to do Mubawa things, that's a rhythm, bro. Dombo Nzani, Sisi.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So when you guys get a chance, man, just bump that, nice and loud.
Trust me, we will.
Now, because me, I'm a big, massive Amapiano fan. Like, this is my thing. I DJ and I MC, but I'm not as good as you when it comes to DJing. I'm learning. I've got a friend of mine who's a solid DJ, right? He's only teaching me the wings. It's not my love. I love the MC because because I'm more into comic and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But like when I see your stuff and your performances, like man, you're really on top. You have that by the balls. If I say you have
whoever when not yet, but we're not grabbing the balls yet. We're still in the 5 rounds. Grabbing the balls yet. So in due time, bro. in due time. But now we're still really working towards it, bro. All in due time. But now we're focused and we're determined. And that's all we can.
And guys, when you're watching this, I just want to say this, guys. When you're watching this, obviously we had Xavier in with us with an interview, and unfortunately we couldn't do it live because of other things that are very coming to life. If you've got a question you want to throw in as well, throw it into the comments. Yeah, throw it in the comments. Xavier is gonna be looking at this as well, and look, he'll do his own duty to answer you. If you want to know something, you want to ask him something, throw it in the comments.
If not, we'll WhatsApp him. If not, we'll text him.
Well, if he doesn't reply, we got his number. We'll WhatsApp him. If we have to get a flight to England, it's not a problem. 45 minutes. We'll knock on the door.
You'll arrive.
You'll arrive, man. Listen,
don't worry, the response is coming, man.
Yeah, man. Final question, Xavier, right? What challenges have you faced as a DJ or artist in Diaspora? Yeah. So you are an African artist after all, and the music the music you make is predominantly African, which means your fan base is African.
Yeah.
What challenges have you faced being in the UK? You know, because look, I'm gonna give you an example. As an artist in the UK, for me, I'm looked at differently. Oh, he's over there. Why the hell should we care about him? He's living better than us. So,
of course,
let's hear from you.
For me, I think it's always been just trying to be. The challenges has always been us trying to involve ourselves into circles that we were not understood. You know, so from day one, I didn't just start, with the Amapiano stuff. I've been pushing the genre of South African house music, South African music as a whole, actually. So I used to, while I was at uni, my focus was always house, but house wasn't always received as much as it then later on, even though it was relevant in some places, funky house came. It also made things a bit better, but still, because UK people were so funky way,
they were into their house.
They didn't really understand our house, which was weird because now they love Amapiano. So it's such an interesting, it's so weird.
You ask her,
but at the time.
You ask a Jamaican what Amapiano is, they'll be like, what's that Amapiano stuff? What's going on?
Yeah, but it's weird because a lot of Jamaicans actually have endorsed the sound way more than Nigerians who have jumped on the sound. Yeah, like in London.
You like?
I don't know. A lot of Jamaicans are for the sound.
Okay.
That's why I believe Amapiano, once it really touches America hard, it's gonna go. Because think about it, how much a lot of Jamaicans are out there, and I know a lot of Jamaicans who have been jumping like Steph. I was in the studio not long ago with Steph. She was working with
Big up Steph.
Stefflon, sorry.
If you don't know who the Steph is, Stefflon done. Big up Steph.
God damn it,
massive, man.
God damn it.
And she was shout out to Roundz. And she was in the studio with our major league DJs recording Amapiano vibes. So it just shows like
hold on a minute. Steph was in the studio with Major League and you for Amapiano, bro.
Well, yeah, I was just there for the vibes. That was Roundz, man.
Wait, you were there. You were there.
Calamity heart attack shock. 3 times. That's 5 rounds in this time, in this space of 10 minutes.
5 rounds, man. Yeah, but like I was listening to a podcast and it's just anyway. Hey, me, I like to go in anyway. But anyway, yeah, it was in a studio session, and there she was making Amapiano vibes, and I feel people are really gravitating to the side. But I think for me, the challenges, I guess, came from just the sound not being understood and us trying to ensure that they get what we're saying. But over time, it's cool because they may not understand you. Doesn't mean they need to. So
doesn't mean they don't hear you either.
Word. So yeah, it's basically that. I can't think of like the racial stuff. Nah, not really. But I think in terms of like Amapiano, I mean in terms of just the Southern African sound, yeah, it's taken a while, but it's good. It's good that we're here now. We can't dwell on the past too much. But yeah, they're receiving it well, they're enjoying it, and we can only be grateful that finally there's something from the down south that's being appreciated.
Cause
You know, Afrobeats also had its time. It still does.
You know one thing, yeah? It's mad that
Yeah.
Kwaito, not Kwaito, Patsula was there before Afrobeats got famous, yeah? I know we had we had Fela Kuti already doing the Afrobeat side, yeah? But it's mad that we already had this going and it never hit Europe. That's the one thing I'm surprised about. Like, it was there already. TKZ was there, you know? Mdu was there.
I think what's really helped Amapiano is social media. Like, Amapiano has got a social media to be grateful for. Because with what happened with Amapiano is the sound was emerging in South Africa. Yeah, because a lot of people in South Africa didn't expect Amapiano to last this long. First. Secondly, we went into a lot. So God basically made Amapiano become what it is now because he closed the world and everyone was stuck at home. We went through COVID. And because with social media, we were stuck on our phones. So if you're on TikTok and all these different platforms, and there was some segments where South Africa was open, even just a little bit. But those guys at Rockstar, they did whatever they wanted. So those little times, they would, even if they were doing house parties at home, they were grooving, we would still be watching these guys online, TikToks and whatnot. And guess what? As Mandem, as guys, we are watching this video. We're seeing 5-star babes dancing and skanking to the sound. As a guy, bro, what's going on?
Welcome for this.
You know what I'm saying? So that really got people curious. That's why a lot of people then started investing into like, yo, what's going on here? So you had the girls, you had social media, you had TikTok, God stopped the world just for us to just take a chance and just be like, what is this genre here? You know, and now, yeah, like the rest is history, bro. Because the sound is booming.
Right. Listen, you keep flying that flag for us, man.
You are.
Bro, you keep doing that. We need the world to recognize where music came from, to be honest. So now we really, really appreciate it. Look, Xavier, thank you for coming on, man. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you guys for having me, man. Honestly, it's been a long time coming, guys. And I'll come back again.
Hey,
of course, I want you again.
Always come back. If you're launching something, we're here. Come back, man.
We're here. We would love to do this.
How can people get in contact with you, Xavier?
Yeah, guys, make sure you follow me Instagram, official Xavier, OFISHAL, XAVIER on Twitter, OFISHAL, XAVIER, Facebook, Instagram, I said already, TikTok, YouTube, subscribe to my channel too as well. And yeah, man, just stay tuned for greatness, you know. Follow me everywhere. Follow me all over the world.
Nice.
It's gonna be on the link on the bottom anyway. It's there on the bottom.
Yeah, man. Make sure, you stream, KUMNANDI La.
Yeah, guys. Make sure you stream KUMNANDI La. It's also available on all digital platforms. Yeah, man, it's just an insight of my musical genius creation. Volume 2 coming out soon. For the why, for the who, for the why. For the who. Boom. Yeah, but yes, KUMNANDI La, ladies and gentlemen, we've been here vibing in 5 rounds, not just any round. 5 rounds.
Xavier,
Like and subscribe. Thank you.